Hey everyone, Tina Swithin, founder of One Mom's Battle, founder of the High Conflict Divorce Coach Certification Program, and author of Divorcing a Narcissist. I wanted to talk about the narcissist and holidays. It is a hot topic right now, but it's a topic that actually plays out all year long. And I just wrote a blog or an e-newsletter about this. If you're not signed up for my e-newsletters, make sure you go to the One Mom's Battle website and scroll down to the bottom. I call it Lemonade Wisdom because, as we know, life gives us lots of lemons. There is protection for cars, the lemon law, but there's not protection when you are in a relationship. So it's on us to take those lemons and make lemonade. And so I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what I covered in that newsletter because it really is a big topic for so many of you, even those who are still living with the narcissist, still in a relationship. You may see it play out during birthdays or, one of the things that I like to share in a piece that so many people miss, the reality when we're looking at, let's just use Christmas as an example. The media portrays this image of what the holidays look like. And that is based on people connecting, warm fuzzies, uh, love, happiness, joy. That is the big word of the season. And those of us who are mentally healthy can look at that and kind of go, well, yeah, that's great. That's kind of, what we all want to feel, but there's life realities that come into play. So we can look at it logically and factor in all of those variables. The narcissist, because they are so disconnected from reality and from what normal, healthy people are able to view, and they know they are different from us. Um, they look at those as this is how I should be feeling. This is how everyone else is feeling. And it's a constant reminder for them that they are different and that they don't have the ability to truly, authentically connect with another human, even with their own children. They think of their children as possessions or as extensions of themselves. And the other big part of that equation when it comes to the holidays is that it's not about them. They have really big competition for attention. Um, you may be focused on the kids and making everything, happy and presents and hot chocolate and baking cookies and writing letters to Santa. Your energy is distracted from the narcissist. So they're in competition with everything around them. And it's that reminder that they don't have connections, that they are different. If they had a very abusive upbringing, it may spark memories of that and their family. But, it really comes down to it's not about them. I saw this phenomenon play out in my own marriage. Even my baby shower, my whole pregnancy was a constant reminder to my ex that when people asked, how's Tina, how's the pregnancy going, it wasn't about him. And, and then the fact that he would, the knowledge that he was going to have to share my attention with children probably pushed him over the edge. And he never saw himself as a parent. So it was unexpected. It didn't fit his blueprint in life. So my pregnancy was painful. I was so alone and isolated. And the only time where he really expressed interest was my baby shower. Only a narcissist can upstage you at your own baby shower. But he took, he rented out a huge winery. He had catering from 2 different restaurants. We had sushi boat spreads, as far as you could see, wine and a dessert bar. It was over the top. And back then, it was so confusing to me because he had virtually ignored me for 9 months, and then all of a sudden, this was about him. It was about you would have thought that the entire baby shower was for him. So that kinda gives you insight into how their mind works. Um, a lot of people share their experience when it comes to holidays and birthdays that the narcissist was rageful, vengeful, mean, and cruel, or just created a lot of drama and tried to turn the tables or steal the spotlight with their temper tantrums. That wasn't my experience. And I've talked to a lot of women who have similar experiences where mine actually went overboard on birthdays. I may receive 4 or 5 birthday cards with these empty words, just at nauseum about how in love he was with me, the over the top love bombing during holidays. And looking back, I can see it more clearly now. When I was in it gave me hope. When things were so dark, I would get these cards or these elaborate gifts, and I would think, that person I fell in love with is still in there. I see little rumblings of him from time to time, and it kept me, staying in there and coming back. It's all, it's what Dr. Malkin describes as a gambling addict, where you're at the slot machine and, if you just keep putting quarters in, you might get that payout. And that's how I really reflect back on those times. But it got to a point where I said to him, after 8, 9 years, I see these words in the card, but I don't feel them. Like, I want to feel loved, and I don't. And, looking back, I can see it all so clearly, but when you're in it and you're in that fog, it's really hard to analyze it because you're just in survival mode. Now, looking back, what his desired intention was for me to play into the facade that he had created in our community, that we were the golden couple. He was the best husband in the world, the best father. And so he hoped I would either share on social media how over the top my holidays were, or that I would brag to my friends about him. But my reality was, by that point, our facade, it was eating at my soul. It wasn't who I was. I was actually embarrassed about the size of our house, the extravagance, because I knew it wasn't normal. And even though he kept me hidden from the finances, I knew enough about the financial roller coaster that we were on that I knew it wasn't real. I didn't know how bad it truly was, but I knew that a lot of it was for show. And so, when I left that relationship and, walked away from those holidays, it's a commitment I've made to myself. I will be transparent. I will never, I became a puppet, and it's makes me cringe to look back at those dark times in my life, and it makes me so incredibly grateful for where I stand today. And I know I echo that for so many of you. Even if you are in a custody battle and unable to completely protect your kids right now, I applaud you for making that decision to leave, because otherwise, I cringe when I think of my kids would have grown up with that as their foundation, that was normal, that, the words that they were reading in cards didn't fit, it's gaslighting, didn't fit what they felt at a core level about their father's love. And so when we make the decision to break away from this insanity, we are able, even if you only have 30% custody of your kids, you have 30% of their time to show them what healthy looks like. And the alternative, the situations that I just described, that is not what you want your kids growing up believing is normal or connecting to that feeling, because they will go on to repeat the cycle. So, I commend you if you have made that brave decision to leave, or if you are planning right now to make that brave decision to leave. The Christmas and the holiday season in general, it can be hard on all of us. And right now, we are in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. And so to go from feeling already isolated um, to even more extreme isolation, please stay connected to those of us who get it. The One Mom's Battle state chapters, you can actually just Google that, OMB state chapters. Connect with us, find out how to join your local chapter of One Mom's Battle. The Lemonade Club, it's www.thelemonadeclub.com. We would love to have you there. Our social media channels, great place for people to connect. Do remember, social media, it's public page, and so be careful about what you share and what you write. But my heart is with you this holiday season. No matter if you are in the relationship with a narcissist or planning to leave, it's all a difficult journey, but there is hope, there is light, and I am cheering you all on. Take care.